All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, and they're out of both Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina, and this is their Juicy Little Thing IPA. So they're calling this one a Hazy IPA that comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume, 35 IBUs at the time of review, and this can is just over 3 months old. So we have another Sierra Nevada beer, and apparently this is like their latest release in a brand new rotating Hazy IPA series. And yeah, I wanted to give it a go. The hops are using this one: Citra, Dorado, Mosaic, and Sterling. And that's all I know about. 6.5%, like I said, 35 IBUs. I think their Hazy Little Thing is like 6.7% and 35 IBUs. So I don't know if like the base of it, this is that beer just with different hop profile, but Juicy Little Thing, huh? We'll see. So yeah, it's looking like a Hazy IPA, of course. Now, I just reviewed their Powder Day about 2 weeks ago, maybe like 10 days ago, and that was really good. One of the best hop forward beers I've had from Sierra Nevada in a hot minute. I would highly recommend that one, and that's without drinking this one. Now, this is a little over 3 months old, so is the Powder Day. That one was just drinking extremely well at over 3 months old. I feel like a lot of Sierra Nevada hop forward beers with a little bit of age on them, they're still all right. Don't be scared. Anyway, yeah, that looks like a beautiful Hazy IPA, New England style IPA, whatever you want to say. It has that hazy honey orange color. It's very bright and vibrant in person. On camera, it's going to look a little bit more dull, but in person, it's kind of sunshine-esque. You can't really see through it at all. Just under a finger of a really creamy looking off-white head. Looks really nice, be honest with you. Let's get a nose. Wow, that is juicy. I'm getting, okay. Didn't expect that. I'm getting like guava, like guava, straight on guava. I don't get that typically in hop forward beers. Once in a great while, and this is giving me guava. But on top of that, it has like this really nice acidic, juicy tangerine orange, like a cutie orange. Maybe a little bit of Tangelo has like a juicy kind of like nose where it's like, if you've ever had a Tangelo, it's one of the juiciest citrus fruits I've ever had, and it kind of, that's what the aroma is like. I'm gonna bite into one. Like I just peeled it, I'm gonna bite into one. There's a little bit of like a pineapple, maybe a touch of like a mango, something in that realm, maybe a little bit of an overripened, sweeter kind of tropical or stone fruit. A slight like floral grassiness. But man, this definitely smells juicy. Like Juicy Little Thing, yes. So in the nose, it's definitely screaming juicy, and I think it's appropriately named based on the aroma. Let's see how the taste is. Cheers, everyone. It's really nice. It kind of has, I just want to make sure, because it kind of has, so yeah, it just says Hazy IPA. They don't have anything on the label that would say like ale with natural flavors. And the reason I say that is because this, to me, has a straight on authentic citrus fruit juiciness. But unlike, to me, the New Belgium Juice Force was the one that I reviewed that I couldn't remember when I did the Southern Tier beer that I reviewed recently that was very similar. Unlike that beer, and those are like, 9% or whatever, this has an authentic juiciness without being natural or artificial. That's the first thing I get out of this taste. By then, this is like medium, touch over medium, 6.5% is nice. The mouthfeel, it has like a mild to moderate carbonation, more approaching moderate. But it has a smooth, almost creamy-ass kind of mouthfeel, so it's nice from that aspect. To me, there isn't a lot of complexity here, but what's here is a ton, to me, of citrus juice, sweetness. There's even like a slight like acidic feel. So the cuties I mentioned, the cutie oranges, right at the tip of the tongue. After that, there's a little bit of tangerine, Tangelo. It has the juiciness you'd get from a Tangelo. So the citrus fruits, the oranges, the tangerines, the grapefruits, in that realm, right at the forefront. So it's juicy. It's a little bit sweeter. Passes through. There's a little bit of like a straight up underripened. Now in the nose is more ripened, but underripened mango, underripened pineapple, maybe an underripened like peach or apricot. It's stone fruit heavy, I would say, with the underripened kind of tones. I also get a pop of that guava about halfway through the palate, which is really cool. It's kind of mixing in with that pineapple, making the pineapple maybe a little bit sweeter, like the note itself. And then on the second half of the palate, this dries out. This is almost full on dry to me. There's a mild bitterness here, not really bitter, more dry than bitter, but it does balance out pretty nicely. This doesn't lean too sweet or too juicy. I think this is a nice beer to drink. 6.5%. I can tell, I guess right now, like a little slight warming in the chest, nothing big, but 6.5% usually can't tell nowadays. So that's kind of different for me. And maybe that's just me and, and nobody else is going to get that, but I get a little bit of warming. There's a slight grassy, kind of earthy kind of finish too. Yeah, this is really damn solid. Like for Sierra Nevada, and that Powder Day I reviewed as part of Shelfie Beers for the month of March 2023. I didn't want to do 2 within the Shelfie Beer reviews, but I wanted to pick this up and give it a go. And this one was recommended to me by Kenny over at Premier Gourmet in Amherst, New York, one of my favorite local bottle shops. And he was like, dude, I'm really digging this one. I was like, I'm going to buy 2 Sierra Nevada beers. I can't do them for the Shelfie beer, so I just wanted to review this one by itself, and I'm glad I did. I don't think, personally, for me, it's as good as Powder Day. They're not anywhere near the same beer. That Powder Day is more like an old school West Coast IPA with a little bit of new school influence type of vibes. This is straight on like, a New England style IPA or a hazy IPA, and they did a really good job with this. So Sierra Nevada hop forward beers, 2 for 2 in the last little while. So I gave that Powder Day, like I think it was like a 4.2, 4.25. I'm not going to go as high as with this one, but it's still pretty good. So Juicy Little Thing IPA, I guess apparently a new beer within their rotating Hazy IPA series. I am going to give this a high 4 out of 5. I'm going to go 4.1 out of 5. I'm really digging this. And the best part about this beer right here, without question, is the price point and availability. So Sierra Nevada, you can get it pretty much anywhere you see Sierra Nevada. I'm sure this will show up. And then the price point, I think this is like $12 a 6-pack. Like nowadays, when a 6.5%, hazy IPA from your favorite hazy IPA producer, they're typically $16 a 4-pack now, $14 to $16, we'll say. And that's probably on the low end. Some people pay $18 a 4-pack. Like other half, occasionally, if it's double dry hop or something, be $18 a 4-pack for like a 6.57% hazy IPA. So you're talking $11 a 6-pack. I mean, the value's there. And I think, again, this is pretty good. And here's the beauty. This is just over 3 months old and it's still drinking like it's, 3 weeks old. Like it has that juiciness to it and it's really nice. So if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. I'm sure a lot of you have probably tried this over the past couple months. They released this one probably I think it was late December, I think it was late December. And it was definitely for the early winter release. And it's been on the shelf for a while. I'm happy I picked it up. It's really good. And I want to hear what you think about it if you've had this one before. So I appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.